great. So Rachel's joining from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Rachel, great to have you. I know you guys got, I think you got some snow last week, right? Tarek Unes and Vasil Derensky, where are you guys joining us from? So we've got Dory from Albany, New York. Dory, I think you're in store from some snow today as well. Perfect. We've got Andrew Williams joining. Andrew, it's great to have you. Where are you joining us from? And Dory and Rachel, what industry are both of you guys in? For folks that are just now jumping on, hang tight. We're going to get started in just about 3 minutes, okay? 3 minutes. Great. So Rachel from Colorado Springs is in marketing. Rachel, it's good having you. And Dory actually works with a nonprofit it's a nonprofit for early childhood teachers, which is fantastic. Great, great, great. Well, guys, sit tight, close down all your distractions, put away your cell phones, log out of Skype, log out of your email, and hang tight. We'll get started here in just about 3 minutes. Again, this is the webinar focused on a blueprint for turning Facebook fans into lifelong customers. Hang tight. We'll get started here in about 2 minutes.
Muted.
All right, guys, Nathan Latka here, CEO and co-founder of Heyo. Look, we're thrilled to have you guys today. We're going to focus on the blueprint for turning fans into customers. So before we get started, I'd love to learn just very quickly a little more about you guys. Dory and Andrew and Rachel, a bunch of you guys already said hi in the GoToWebinar questions section, but for those of you just joining us, tell me in the GoToWebinar questions section, which all of you should see really quick, where are you joining us from today? So Alex Wimberly and Andrew Williams, Brian Geik, and everyone else, don't be shy. Where are you guys joining us from? All right, we've got Joseph from Texas, Chris Ward from DC. Chris, it's good having you. I think you guys are going to get some nasty ice and snow today, huh? Or maybe just rain. We've got Melissa joining from Dry Zone Basement Systems in Taunton, Massachusetts. Great. Catherine from Mobile, Alabama. Andrew Williams from Raleigh. Actually, the Research Triangle Park. Very cool. We've Leigh Spencer from Toronto. Good to have you. Brian joining from Madison, Wisconsin. Stuart from Orlando, Florida. Good to have you. We've got Washington, D.C. in the house. Great to have you. Kevin joining from the great city of New York. Perfect. And Mark joining from the entertainment capital of the world, L.A. Guys, we've got a lot of other folks joining us today, which is great because the tips and tactics you guys are about to see are focused on helping any of you guys, no matter what industry you're in, take your Facebook fans and turn them into lifelong customers. Okay. Now we're really fortunate. We've got our customer care folks in the questions chat on GoToWebinar. So you'll see Chris Rieger in there and Alex Shammy, who are there to answer any of your questions while I'm presenting. Before we get started though, let me do a quick test here, and I want to ensure that all of you guys can hear me clearly and see my screen. So you should see the Facebook conversion formula, a blueprint for turning fans into lifelong customers on your screen, and you should be able to hear me clearly. If so, give me a big ol' I'm ready in the GoToWebinar questions section, and we'll jump in and get started. I'll wait for you. All right, guys, it looks like we are good to go. Let's jump into the content because that's what this is really about. Now, real quick, you would never sit down and spend an hour over coffee with somebody that you didn't know. So let me get you comfortable with Heyo real quick. We were founded in 2010, and we're based in southwestern Virginia, specifically in the city of Blacksburg, just outside of Virginia Tech. We've helped over 100,000 businesses launch campaigns that drive traffic, leads, and sales. And we're a team full of seasoned social media marketers. That's also who we like working with. Now, the reason thousands and thousands of folks like working with us is because we have software that is optimized for mobile and web, and it helps you create campaigns via our drag and drop platform. Again, and those campaigns can be published to mobile and web without a single line of code needed. So we do all the hard work to make you look like a genius. You can drag and drop campaigns together to drive traffic, leads, and sales. Now here's a quick visual so you can get a sense of what I mean. Right? You drag and drop, use the drag and drop tool to build campaigns and landing pages, grow your fan base and email subscribers using our viral templates we've built for you to copy and paste, and then boom, just like that, you can publish to Facebook, web, or mobile, all with one simple click. So, what is today's agenda? Well, we're going to focus on three very specific things. The first, how do we generate more fans through relevant content to drive virality? Second, how do we turn those fans into hot leads with content marketing? And lastly, how do we successfully and quickly close more sales via lead nurturing and pipeline management? And the big question is, how do we do these three things all through Facebook? So what we're going to do is start off first with the social sales cycle. Now, some people understand this, some people don't. But here's the core concept, and this is what the next 30 minutes we're going to spend our time chatting about, both strategically and actually going into the how-to. First, you've got to get your ideal fans. Second, I bet you didn't know that you can actually use Facebook to convert them into leads, whether that's an email lead, collecting their phone number, etc. Next, how do you nurture those leads in a time-effective way to turn them into hot leads that are highly engaged to then turn around and drive you revenue? So this is going to be our focus. And if you're not convinced that you should watch this entire webinar, or you're not convinced that Facebook is where it's at, okay, no matter what industry you're in, let me share a statistic with you. And I'll encourage you, feel free to chat with us on Twitter as well using hashtag Heyo, that's H-E-Y-O, and you can find the spelling in the bottom right of all of our slides. But check out this statistic. I'll let you read it on the screen first, and then I'll repeat it. That's right, 8.11% of all traffic on the internet comes directly to Facebook. Again, 8.5 or 8.1% of all online traffic goes to Facebook. This is a remarkable number. Now, let's have a little bit of trivia, see how smart all of us are. Can you guess what social network ranks second and accounts for 3.24 of all internet traffic? Tell us in the questions in GoToWebinar, and let's see who can guess it right. Again, the question's on my screen. What's your guess? I'll give you a second to enter your guess. All right, so we've got Joseph and Rachel, Andrew Williams guessing Twitter and YouTube. Brian said YouTube. Crystal said Twitter. A lot of people guessing Twitter. What if I told you it wasn't Twitter? What would you guess? All right, it's not YouTube. There's some good questions. All right, we're starting to see some folks say Pinterest. Well, guys, you've got it right. So 3.24% of all internet traffic goes to Pinterest. Congratulations, Charlotte Park and Jenny Bryant. Good guesses there. Twitter comes in at third. So 1.17% of all internet traffic is going to Twitter. And then third and fourth, as you can see down there, Stumble Upon and Reddit. Okay, so Facebook is a massive opportunity that all of us obviously want to be capturing for our own businesses. So let's talk about that. How do you capture this 8.1% of traffic? Well, it all starts with honing in on your ideal fan base. So let's talk about how do you go out and identify your ideal fans. I imagine a lot of you guys, we work with a lot, thousands and thousands of businesses. And people come to me all the time, a local restaurant, and say, Nathan, we want to be like Justin Bieber. We want 40 million likes on our fan page. And I go, listen, you're a local restaurant. There aren't even 40 million people locally that could potentially even be customers. So if you had 40 million, it's a bunch of wasted people you have to build relationships with because they're never going to be your customers in the first place because they're not near you. Right? So let me ask you guys real quick. Do you guys know, or do you have a number in your head of how many likes or ideal fans you'd love to have on your fan page? Is it 1,000, 3,000, 10,000, 100,000, 10 million? How many fans would you guys love to have on your fan page? Tell me in the GoToWebinar questions real quick. Great. So Andrew's setting goals for himself. He says the next milestone is 1,000 or 5,000, right? The key here, and Khadija from Washington, D.C. got it right. The number doesn't matter as long as they're all true ideal fans that can convert into lifelong customers. So how do you find your ideal user persona? Well, focus on demographics like age and gender. Focus on their interests and likes, their job experience, maybe different usage scenarios, or their geography. An example here might be Cindy, who you see in this picture. Now, Cindy is the demographic of a cupcake shop in Green Bay. All right? Cindy is a female between the ages of 34 and 55, and she's really focused, and this cupcake factory is focused on getting more customers like Cindy. They know she's in, again, Green Bay, right? So they know the demographics. They also know that, Marie, I got the name wrong, that Marie also likes the Green Bay Packers. She likes going to Subway. She likes watching X and Y movies, right? Because of other things that she likes or has interest in on Facebook. So and she also obviously knows geography. So why is it important to understand your ideal user persona? Well, because in order to have an effective content strategy, you have to first target your ideal fans. Here's a little insider trick on saving a lot of time. We see a lot of businesses just spit out content with no focus on the ideal customer. So after you've got your ideal fans, you want to leverage this hub and spoke model that you can see here on my screen. Okay, feel free to look at my screen right now. Take this down as a note, take a screenshot, whatever. Okay, so you want to leverage this hub and spoke model. What that means is once you know you're targeting females like Marie, between the ages of 34 and 55, you can then focus instruction, social proof, etc. on that persona. So the instruction might be the top 5 ways to bake your own cupcakes at home. Tools and utilities might be an online resource for mixing and matching cupcake recipes. Social proof, again, that cupcake shop in Green Bay should be featuring social proof to potential new customers like Mary, and that social proof should feature images and quotes from other women that meet the user persona between the ages of 34 and 55 in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Now, thought leadership is also extremely powerful. So you might go, Nathan, let's be real. How can we be a thought leader in cupcakes? Well, what that means, and you're going to see in a second, a lot of people are searching for do-it-yourself articles on Google, how-to, things like that. If your content is constantly featured, when consumers are searching for these kinds of things, you are a thought leader in that space. And it's critical in our day and age, right? In a world where content consumption is king, that you're owning the content vertical that your products apply to. In this case, it's cupcakes. Additionally, you can then align rewards and incentives for your user persona that tie directly to their emotional needs. And we'll talk about that more in a second. So let me get a sense real quick before moving forward. What industry are all of you guys in? All right, so tell me in the question in the GoToWebinar questions real quick, what industry are you guys in? It's critical you do this because I'll feature you guys as examples as we go through the rest of the webinar. So if you're kind of half listening, half not listening right now, jump back in, okay, shut down email, jump back in and tell me what industry you're joining us from. So we've got Emily from fitness, we've got nonprofits, we've got Charlotte, it's in social media and PR, Lisa's nonprofit, we see home improvement, healthcare, pet supplies, marketing, dumpster rental with Luke, Crystal's in real estate. Crystal, good to have you. We see retail, fast food, great. So here I have good news for all of you guys. Whatever industry you just typed in, the strategies we're about to show you will work for any of them, okay? So let's move forward. The best way to leverage a strong content strategy to get additional fans is to set up a like gate, okay? Now, many of you guys, I imagine, either don't know what a like gate is, you've never done it, or you think it's too complicated and that you can't do it, right? So somebody like Rachel, okay, that works locally here in the marketing department at Wendy's. Rachel, I'm going to guess that you probably don't have a lot of time to teach yourself how to code and build out a like gate, right? Well, what if I told you that this like gate was critical to getting more fans? It might become more important to you to execute. The reason a like gate is so successful is because once you've identified your ideal user persona, you can then put a gate in front of it to drive them to click the like button. So in this case, it's a shampoo company, right? And it helps you basically get clear skin on your head so you don't get dandruff, basically. It's an anti-dandruff shampoo. So it says click like to be clear, like get your scalp clear. When you click like, this will then disappear and the thing under it will be revealed. This will fail miserably, guys, if you haven't targeted whatever gets revealed to your user persona. So you must make sure that they match, okay? And if you keep watching, I'll actually go through, if it's okay with you guys, and show you physically on my screen how to set this up in under 3 minutes, okay, so that you guys can do it yourself. Let's continue moving forward, though, for now. Again, we'll get into that portion here in a second. So after you're capturing likes and you're creating great content, how do you then encourage content engagement? I'll let you guys read this slide real quick before I jump in. So what you can see here is a great example by a Whole Foods Market. You can see they keep their status update nice and short, and they put together a great piece of content that we just talked about related to making a cherry almond smoothie. They keep their update short, then they use a photo in their update because Whole Foods Market is their marketing department, they are sharp, they know their research, and they use the best tools. And they know that photos on Facebook generate 53% more likes than the average post. All of those industries you guys just mentioned that you were in, okay, whether it was dumpster rental by Luke or home improvement by Melissa, there is some image that you guys can tie directly back to your industry, for sure. You want to make sure you're leveraging those images to drive additional engagement on your posts, like you can see down here, getting likes, comments, and shares. Another great strategy is to involve customers with a question. Involve customers with a question, okay? And the way, you can see Whole Foods Market has done that right here. Do you have a little too much fun over the holiday weekend? Next, you can gather votes by asking people to click like or share or comment on your status update, okay? And this was just updated actually about a month and a half ago by Facebook, where you can now accept contest entries by asking people to click like or comment. Now, the more likes, shares, and comments that you receive, Brian, the more visible future content will be to your fans. All right, Luke? The more visible future content will be to your fans. Now, let me tell you guys a remarkable statistic, and this isn't something that you'll see in the slide deck when we send it out afterwards, and it's not something that you're going to see typed on the screen, so you want to listen carefully here and write it down. Every month, 1.23 billion, with a B, people from around the world log onto Facebook and see their news feed. Again, that's 1.23 billion with a B. Anytime that you've got 1/6 of the entire world logging onto the same piece of online real estate, that is a massive opportunity, Leah Spence, for you to get your service or your content in front of consumer eyeballs. The way that you help ensure that your fan page content makes it into users' news feeds is by growing affinity with the people who have liked your page, your fans. And you grow affinity by getting them to click like, comment, and share. So we've actually put together a great blog post exclusively for you guys that actually has 27 status updates you can use, sure to drive affinity with your brands. So if you're interested in that, just tweet to us using @Heyo and say, I want the 27 tricks. And Alex or Chris or Wes or someone on Twitter will reply back to you with the link to that article, so you can copy and paste these affinity driving status updates so you can show up higher in your consumers' news feeds and get additional traffic, fans, and exposure. So once you've got and you're encouraging content engagement, how do you get more relevant fans, especially if you're like Rachel, who works at Wendy's, and you have to do an offline to online strategy? I imagine a lot of you guys, like Crystal Goes, who's in real estate, or Luke Hancock, you said you're in dumpster rental. Even Brett, who's a commercial photographer. All of you guys have a physical touch with your consumers in person. You want to make sure you've got strategies set up that allow you to connect and take those offline relationships and build them online. Now, here's a great way that a company called Fish's Eddy in New York has done this. Now, I'll let you kind of look at this image on my screen real quick before I describe to you the psychology they're using on you with this design. Take a second and take a look. So look, Fish's Eddy is clever. They put a picture of a creepy grandma on the front of the business card, okay? And it says, let's be friends. And she has this very interesting look on her face, right? It feels a little curious. Depending on where your mind is that day, it may feel dirty. You want to flip over the card and see what she's talking about, okay? So you're waiting in line at Fish's Eddy, you flip it over, and it says or fans. So haha, that's funny, right? It gives you a little bit of sense of the culture of Fish's Eddy. They're fun, they're hip, they're cool, right? And then they list their Facebook link, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram, along with their blog, their website, and phone number for future ordering. This is a great way to do offline to online branding strategy because consumers can pick this up, take it with them, and then connect with you online. So some other ideas. Use branding and signage in store at all your events to build awareness of your Facebook page. Tell people that your Facebook page is a great place to get industry tips, insider knowledge, and special offers, right? Give them an incentive to connect with you online. Your purpose is to drive prospects to Facebook and use content to engage with them and turn them into email leads. So let me pause right now because we've gone through a lot in just 20 minutes. How many of you guys would like me to actually we've talked about a lot of the strategy. How many of you guys would actually like me to get into the how-to and actually physically show you how to capture an email lead off of Facebook that you can then use to build your email list? If you're interested in the actual how-to, type how-to in the questions right now. And look, I gotta believe you guys want to see the how-to as opposed to just talk about strategy. And if so, we'll jump in and I'll show you guys exactly how to do it without writing a line of code and for free. Okay, I lost my questions. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, good. So a lot of folks are saying, yeah, show me the how-to. Wonderful. Well, here's what I'll do, guys. I'd encourage all of you to follow along with me. Here's how you do it. So take a look at my screen and follow these instructions, okay? So we've got a great free trial set up for all of you guys. The purpose being so you can go to heyo.com/free right now and actually follow along with me. So I'll give you guys all a second to do that. And in fact, I'll do it on my screen as well so that you guys can follow along with me in case you're lost. So we're going to heyo.com/free, as you can see here. Okay, and once we're here, you want to type in your name, your email address, and a password. Okay, and this is all free. Nothing's going to bump out and surprise you, okay? So I'll let you guys all make sure you're caught up to where I am right now. All right? Everybody with me? All right, now once you've set up your trial, come back to my screen, so refocus on me, and I'll wait for you guys to refocus on me in order to move forward. So many of you, I think, have probably already put in your business name here. I'm going to use Latka's Lattes as an example and add that as a business. And what we're going to do then is be taken directly in to our dashboard. Now, I'm going to skip all the steps and just click Start Creating Now. You guys have something better than a step-by-step guide. You've got me here to walk you through it. So we'll skip that. And here's what I'm going to do. I want to actually go in and show you guys how Heyo can help you do this via a hyper-powerful referral template we've built that will help you turn your current fans into a marketing force for you to drive additional fans to your page without spending money on advertising or things like that. So once you're logged in, you want to use this template in the upper left. Do you see this right here? It's called referral. Okay? So I'm going to click that, and once I've done that, I'm then going to click Apply. Okay? Then I'm going to click Apply. Once I've clicked Apply, I'm going to click Save and Continue. And if I want, I can pick a background design, okay, through using these patterns at the top and the colors on the right. For our purpose, I'm actually going to leave this white for now. And I'm going to move forward, click Save and Continue, and I'm going to go in and now start changing some of this content. And it's really easy because it's just drag and drop. So I'll click the logo, and I obviously want to put in my own logo, okay? So what I've done is I've got my logo right here, and you've probably got it on your website. And again, this example I'm using is actually New England Outerwear Company. So I'll paste it in here, or again, you guys can upload a design right off your desktop if you want. So I'll paste that in, and boom, it updates perfectly. I'll click Save Changes, and then I'll go through, and again, it's just click and drop. So I'll let you guys fool around with it as you watch me do it as well. Perfect. So I'll save those changes, and I'll move forward. Okay, I'm gonna connect directly with Facebook. And what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna name this Win Shoes. Okay, and now watch this, guys. What we actually do is with that one build, we can then publish this to Facebook, mobile, or web. We're just going to focus for right now on publishing to Facebook. and you can see a preview of that. You can see that it's mobile optimized with one click, and it looks really, really gorgeous. So you don't have to worry about building multiple times. And also, you can publish it directly to a website landing page if you want. We'll focus on Facebook for now, and I'm going to click Save and Publish, and then pick the fan page that I'd like to install it on. All right, there we go, okay? So boom, just like that, the campaign's now live, and I can click View, and you guys will now see this on my screen. Now, let me tell you why this is critical to getting more fans. Now, I'm putting into the into the GoToWebinar chat right now, the link to this campaign that I just launched. Okay, so if you all click that link that you should see that just came through, and I'm going to look at Chris's screen here, who's helping us in chat, to see if it came through to him in his questions section or in his chat section. Let me make sure that I get this to you guys. So I'm going to put in the chat, okay, and send. So you guys should all see a link that I just sent to you. It should say Nathan Latka and then have a link. And if you click that, you guys will all come to this campaign. So users will come here and go, I want to win a pair of free shoes. They'll enter their email, then they'll get a link, and they'll receive points when they get clicks through their link. Okay, so I'll submit, and then look at that. I've already then got a link. The more clicks I get through the link, the higher my number goes, and then a leaderboard naturally builds out. So you create a great viral competition and turn all of your fans into a marketing force for you. Now, this strategy works really, really well. In fact, we haven't seen it not work yet. It'll work in any industry you guys are in, whether you have just 5 fans or 100,000. And I'll show you a live example of this actually while you're checking it out. Cindy Ratzlaff, who's an author in Pennsylvania, used this with the goal, let me open it here, with the goal of getting a bunch of free, basically people to engage with her page. So you can see here, she used all the contest entries, and her fans were driving 4,000, 3,000, 400 clicks back to her page. So you can imagine all the traffic she was getting without having to do much work outside of the 30 seconds of setup I just showed you. And I can see a bunch of you guys actually here on my screen click through that campaign and are now entering the campaign as well, which is great. So hopefully you get a real sense of how that works. And now what I want to do is go back to our slides, and we're going to now focus on capturing leads. Okay? So again, we just went through how to get relevant fans, and we even talked about a viral idea of turning your current fans into a marketing force for you via a Facebook application that we just showed you. So let's move forward and talk about now trading content for contact information. What you should know first is that 88% of all adult internet users in the US send or read email. Okay, 88%. Additionally, 84% search for how-to or DIY information, which is why a great place to start when you're thinking about thought leadership is do-it-yourself articles or how-to articles, no matter what industry you're in. Again, if you're in an industry like, well, let's see, if you're in hair care, like Seni Akinlaid, it looks like Seni, you can do a top 10 tips for great hair, or Stewart's in art sales, or fast food, or Joseph's in application development. There is a DIY article that all of you guys can write related to your industry, so you'll want to do that. Additionally, 43% pay to download and access digital content. Let me say that again in case you've been nervous about selling online. 43% of all adult internet users in the US pay to download and access digital content. If you don't have yourself set up on Facebook to collect sales, you're missing out on 8.1% of all potential internet sales, because again, that's where Facebook, that's where the 8.1% of the traffic online is going to Facebook. So let's talk about exactly what this means in terms of building a great email list. And I want to do this by first asking, tell me in the question section of GoToWebinar, what email marketing provider are you guys using if you're doing email marketing? So you might say Aweber, iContact, Constant Contact, Vertical Response, MailChimp, Exact Target, HubSpot. There's a bunch of them. What are you using for email marketing? Mad Mimi, maybe? What are you guys using? All right, great. So I'm seeing a lot Constant Contact, Aweber, MailChimp. Those of you that didn't put your email marketing provider in the GoToWebinar chat, does that mean you guys, you're not, you're just yes or no? Are you not doing email marketing at all? Okay, so some people don't have one, which is totally fine, Leah Spence and Kalita Jordan. I imagine some folks don't, which is fine. So let's move forward and talk about how to convert those Facebook fans into email leads, because then you can market to the email leads and drive sales. Keep watching through the entire webinar, because at the end, I'm going to show you exactly how to drive sales directly through your Facebook page, and you're really, really going to love that. But first, let's take a look at how HubSpot is converting Facebook fans into email leads. Take a second and read the stats update they posted on October 29th. All right, so what you can see is they kept it short, sweet, and to the point, and they spoke to their ideal customers, right? 5 free templates available in PowerPoint or InDesign. Use the templates free without attribution, right? Click here to download all 5. And that takes them directly to a page where they can enter their email, and then HubSpot now has grown their email list for future marketing. Now, remember, good and engaging content drives brand awareness and affinity. Your goal, guys, as businesses is to create long-term loyal customers. So for Rachel, you want to create long-term loyal customers that come to Wendy's over and over again. Okay? Additionally, you don't want to push them into a quick sale, but instead you want to wow them with value to prove your position as an industry expert. Because when I want something done, and your product's a solution, I'm going to go with who I trust, who I feel like is the industry expert. You want to position yourself as the expert before the consumer has the need to buy, because then it's easy for them to say, I need plumbing. Joe's the best plumber. I read his how-to article 5 weeks ago to help my sister fix her drain. I need to buy something now to fix my drain. Joe just got more business. Now, a fan becomes a lead when they willingly provide contact information. All right, Dave Baxter? So you're not allowed to pin them to the ground, beat them, and then suck their email out of them, right? When they willingly give you their email address because you've given them so much value that they want more. Secondly, they become a lead a lot of times when they're signing up for your email newsletter, or they opt in to learn more about your business. It's critical to understand how they became a lead when it comes to how you're going to then market to them. Now, Von Moody, okay, so I just went to the next slide. Van Moody, who you see here on this slide, understands this. He wrote a book called The People Factor, and he's a HAO customer, and he's having a lot of success. You can tell by that suit he's wearing, right? So he used HAO to capture email addresses directly from Facebook. So he posted a sign-up form on your Facebook page, and he used HAO to do so, and now he occasionally encourages fans to sign up to receive updates via email. Keep in mind, email is the #1 reason adults go online, and 92% of them check it on a regular basis. So you really want to capture that email like Van Moody has done. And I'll show you how you guys can capture emails from Facebook without having to learn code here in a second. Moving forward, I want to show you another example by Sensation Nail. Now, Sensation Nail uses MailChimp, and you can see here they have leveraged special content that requires contact information to download. They basically said fill in your name, put in your email, and we'll give you $12 off your next purchase of Sensation Nail. And there's a MailChimp embed and then a submit button. Okay? Now their marketing person and their marketing strategist put this together using HAO without having to go through the tech team, without having to hire a freelancer off Odesk or work with someone off freelancer.com to get design done. Additional strategies you can use is, hey, fill in your name and email address, and we'll email you an exclusive case study. Okay? And that download of giving whatever you promised can be set up through an automatic drip campaign, which we'll talk about in a second. But again, You can choose a passive strategy like Von Moody or an active strategy like Sensation Nail to capture emails off Facebook. And again, keep watching. We'll go over the how-to in a second. One thing I want to highlight, okay, and again, we've worked with thousands and thousands of small businesses on hundreds of thousands of campaigns, and this slide holds true across all of them. I'll let you take a look at this real quick before I dive in and reveal some more information. So all of the time, if you run a campaign that is not optimized for mobile, you're missing out on conversions. Okay, you're missing out on conversions. If you launch a campaign and it's not mobile optimized, I can guarantee you you're getting traffic from mobile that has no chance of converting. Let's take a look at how important mobile is. 91% of Americans, adult ages 18 plus, own a cell phone, and 63% of adult cell phone owners use their phones to go online to potentially view your campaigns. Now, 48% of Facebook's daily users are mobile only, right? They don't even use Facebook on desktop. So you have to focus on Facebook mobile campaigns. Additionally, to give you an idea of how important Facebook is on mobile, 20% of the time that consumers spend using apps on their phone is spent in the Facebook ecosystem. So you absolutely must be optimized for mobile. And I want to show you exactly how Heyo can help you do that if you guys are interested in this how-to. So again, if you want to see this how-to, I'll show you exactly how to do an email embed and an email capture directly from Facebook with the goal of building your email lists and have it be mobile optimized. So type how-to on the question, go to webinar questions right now if you'd like me to spend 3 to 4 minutes showing you exactly how to do that. Joseph, and if you're the most excited about mobile optimization, throw in some exclamation points, capital letters, Joseph Garza, or any other crazy characters you want to throw in. Okay, so I see Brett and Rachel and Catherine, Jenny Bryant, Carmen, Beverly. Dave Baxter says, mobile, baby. All right, so folks want to see mobile. They want to see this how-to, especially specific to email opt-ins. So let me show you how to do this. Now, you want to watch carefully because if you're not paying attention, you really will miss this because it's very, very easy and it's quick to do. So I'm going to erase that how-to we just did and instead go in and put together a different campaign from scratch. So I'm going to start with a blank template, click apply, and move forward through to our widgets, which are really great. They're just drag and drop. I'm going to choose the image that I want to put in. Perfect. Did everyone catch that? All right. Click Save Changes. And now I want to go into MailChimp. I'll use MailChimp integration for this demo, but it works with any email marketing provider, which is really great. So you'll log in, and once you get to your lists, you'll then want to go in and set up a sign-up form, okay? So we'll do, oops, yeah, let me go to the lists. Here we go. Okay, go to sign up forms, create an embeddable form. Now, if you're using any other provider, again, it'll be like HTML embed code or embed form or something like that. And I can then just copy this text, okay, and drop it directly in to Heyo. Now, what we've done is put together for Tygun here, okay, they do extraordinary, their slogan is extraordinary shops and wonderful things. And I'm going to copy that MailChimp embed code, and I'm just going to be quiet and kind of watch how I do this so you can get a sense of how easy it is. Okay, I can then resize this and really drag it wherever I want. And then save changes. Now, to give you a true sense of the power of Heyo and the drag and drop, just take a look at how easy it is for us to add additional buttons and really move them around. You really have complete creative control by just dragging and dropping any of these widgets into your screen. So once you get it how you want it, we'll then say save and continue. All right. And we'll do save and publish. Okay. And remember, when we then go in and view that campaign, let it load. And you can see there, you've got a great email opt-in now right in your Facebook page. So this is what Von Moody did. It's what Sensation Nail did. It's what Tigan did. All the folks that are having a lot of success on Facebook, where you're sitting there wondering, why are they having so much success? I can tell you, the reason is because they're capturing emails and building really large email lists. Many of them are having more success capturing emails via Facebook than they are even via their website or blog. So keep that in mind. Let's move forward now. So come back and focus on my screen to talk about converting folks into customers. This is what everyone cares about. And as you're thinking about how to convert fans into paying customers, you want to think first about value, 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 then sale opportunity. Or, as Gary Vaynerchuk would put it, he'd say jab, 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 right hook. In other words, provide tremendous value through content before asking for the sale. And if you're having troubles wondering about content or what kinds of content to put in or really how to run a social campaign, feel free to just say so in the chat and we'll be happy to help you. But you can use PDFs, videos, engaging tools and courses, etc. to do so. Once you've again got them in as a lead and you want to provide additional jab, jab, jab or additional value, a great way to do this is a drip campaign. So use white papers and using MailChimp or Constant Contact or GetResponse or any email marketing provider that you use, you can go in and say, okay, send them this email. If they open it, send them this email. If they don't, send them this other email. So you can kind of build this decision tree structure, okay, to build out your drip campaign to drive success. You want to use this to nurture prospects to a sales-ready state automatically with no involvement from your marketing or sales team. And once you've got them primed, okay, using this strategy, you can also then leverage and continue growing and building affinity with in-person events, whether that's conference and trade shows, private receptions, invite-only lectures. Now, while this is more costly, it does enable you to drive a very high brand affinity, especially if you're like Fish's Eddie, where every experience is in person and you want to drive it to be an online relationship. Okay, this provides priceless face-to-face interaction with leads. Now let's talk about actually moving forward and making the sale. Now, a lot of people, when we work with them, especially small business owners, they think selling online is actually not possible, or they think it's really difficult, or they're worried about how to integrate their support cards and their e-commerce backends and all this extra stuff that actually doesn't matter if you know the tricks, which I'll show you here in a second. First, some data that we all really should know. 78% of all adult internet users in the US search for information online about a service or product they are thinking of buying. 71% of them take action and actually buy products online. So if 78% search, and if they search, they are 71% or 71% of the people who search will actually take action and buy. This is huge for any of you guys in industries that you just mentioned earlier in the webinar. You really have to capitalize on this. Okay? So let's now move forward, and I want to show you how a company called Serengeti closes the deal on Facebook. They're really good at leveraging discounts and special offers, as you can see here. They've said free domestic shipping on all orders over $35. Offer ends at midnight. Go to serengeti.com to grab it. And they used a great big image as well to take up more room and get more visibility in the newsfeed. Some ideas of what you can use under special offers and discounts include product bundles, white glove service, and free shipping. So this is an easy way to create social momentum using group offers. And you can do this via status update, but I have to let you in on a secret. We've seen a lot of people have the most success, okay, and these are sharp social marketers just like you, they're having the most success by creating group deals. Because what they'll say is we need 500 people to enter in order to unlock this deal. So what happens is if I enter and I'm the first person to enter, I then go recruit all my friends to enter as well to quote unquote get the deal. I want to show you how you can actually build a concept like this, and I'm going to show it much like MailerLite has done. Okay, so I'm going to go in now to this how-to. I'm going to go back to the template step, and I'm going to pick group deal. Again, make sure you're watching my screen right now, otherwise you're going to miss this. So I'll pick group deal, apply this theme, and then go in and update things like the logo. Okay, so I'll just click it. Again, no code, no Google searching, no tech departments you have to work with, just copy and paste. I then want to change out that main image, which I'll do right here. Okay, by just clicking the main image, pasting in the image I want to use. It's like magic, really. So I'll click Save Changes, and then again, I can just click here to change the text to whatever you want, just like that. And it updates live so you can see what it says. And you can then again make this big, small, colored background, no colored background, center, not center, really whatever you want. You've got full creative ability here. So I'll leave that just like that. And let's say, guys, how many entries should I make this deal unlock at? Someone give me a number in the GoToWebinar chat. How many entries should I have this thing unlock at? You guys tell me. Let's see. All right, we're seeing. Okay, Beverly Rivers said 250. Great. So check this out. Brian said 1 trillion. All right, Brian. Let's not get crazy. Let's just update the entries from 200 to 150. Whoops. To 150. Okay, and it updates it automatically. Okay, I can then go in here, save those changes, save and continue. Okay, move forward, and boom, there it is. It looks really, really great on mobile. Okay, look at how great that looks on mobile. Wow. Okay, and I'll then click Save and Publish. Now when I view this, you'll then see exactly how it works. Again, a group deal concept like this will really drive sales because people are incentivized and they're getting all their friends to enter as well. Now, I accidentally didn't put any time on the contest countdown, so it's over. Let me show you how easy it is to go in and actually put time on the counter. When do you guys want this contest to end? Give me a date and a time. All right, let's say December. Well, actually, let's say it's a Black Friday deal. Okay, so the 29th. Actually, we should do Cyber Monday. I mean, we are an online company after all, right? December. Let's do 1st. Actually, Monday the 2nd, Cyber Monday. Perfect. Save changes, save and continue. Now we've got a good countdown working. We'll save and publish. Great. I'll then go view this. Okay. And when this loads, what you'll see here is it said, okay, so this is a company that's selling for $99 a year an email marketing service. They said the contest ends in 6 days, 8 hours, and 9 minutes and 10 seconds. And they're not going to give you this discounted price unless they get 150 entries. So watch my screen right now. Watch what happens. Let's say that I'm 1 entry. This will then change to 1. I then want to go get more people to enter this thing, okay, in order to tip the deal. So I'll click Facebook share and say, help me get a discount, right, on mailer. And then I share it, and it drives more people to this to enter. Now, we collect all these emails for you. And if you go back into the campaign area inside Heyo's dashboard and click on that campaign, you'll actually see all your analytics and template data right here. If you click generate, we'll give you a CSV with everyone who's entered via email. So it's a great way to also build your email list. Okay. And that's how that group deal works. And man, is that powerful when it comes to actually converting folks and driving sales on Facebook. So when you look back at this, okay, again, we've got the social sales cycle. We've got attracting fans by using Heyo's referral template to turn your fans into a viral marketing force. Then taking and leveraging and capturing the emails of those fans to convert them into leads using our contest templates, nurturing them so they become hot leads that are highly engaged, and then using our group deal or sales templates to actually convert your leads and fans into revenue for your business. And this works whether you're Kevin Crowley, Mark Gentile, Joseph Garza, who are all in different industries, Charlotte Park, Lisa Gungle. This will work for you guys because we've seen it work across a multiple domain of other industries. So what I want to do is ask you guys a question. How many of you guys, okay, have taken at least 2 ideas or pieces of information that you feel like you can use to drive more traffic, leads, and sales on Facebook? Okay, or just tell me on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the best, did you find this webinar valuable so far? Let me know in the questions. Let me know in the questions. Awesome. So Lisa's saying, well, actually, I don't know if people are saying how many ideas they got or if it's on a scale of 0 to 10. So everybody say 0 to 10, 10 being the best. What do you think? Andrew says, I'm currently running a contest on Facebook. I wish I knew this yesterday. I'm going to modify to use a Heyo template. Andrew, you're unmuted. Why do you say that? Was it painful to set up that contest? You're unmuted.
Well, my my method doesn't actually incorporate a way of pulling in leads like you talked about here. It was more of a tag me with your video and fastest time wins the contest. But I have
So what? That's a great point. So what did you think about some of the data points we gave on the webinar? Do you think you can use them to grow your business and drive sales on Facebook?
this is huge. I mean, I do use constant contact quite a bit, and I collect customer information when I make sales and things like that. But uh, the things you just showed us in Heyo really opens up the door for a lot of stuff that I hadn't thought of.
That's awesome, Andrew. We love hearing that. And I could unmute all of you guys on. We got a lot of people on, but I don't know if you guys can see the comments or the chat, but there's people going, I've got 20 ideas. This is amazing. This is 100 out of 10. So, Andrew, a lot of people agree with you. They're really excited about this. What I wanted to do is tell you guys and be really specific about how Heyo can help you. Now, it sounds like, Andrew, you're ready to jump in right now and start testing this thing, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'm already got the wheels turning.
You're using it right now. You're like, hurry up and end this thing so I can get in and just keep using it.
I'm trying to hold off.
Guilty, guilty, guilty. Well, look, guys, here is how Heyo can help you, people like Andrew, and any social marketer. We help you get more fans, convert more leads, and close more business. That's why we do what we do. And we help you do it with simple drag and drop tools so that you don't have to go through the pain, the energy suck, the time suck, and the money drain to learn how to code. We also think customer care is critical. So we have world-class customer care. In fact, if you join Heyo, you'll get a call directly from David George, if you'd like, who will hold your hand and walk you through publishing your first campaign targeted at helping you get traffic, leads, and sales. Now, as you guys saw, we have optimization built right in. Now, this is a big, big perk because you build it once, you click publish, and it works. We give you a smart URL, and it works on Facebook, desktop, or on mobile devices. So you then optimize the amount of traffic, leads, and sales that you get. And lastly, we focus on giving you content, just like this webinar, and tools, just like our piece of software, to help you get more out of your online marketing. Now, a bunch of you guys were asking about pricing. What I want to do is show you the pricing and then get in and do some Q&A. So pricing for Heyo, and you can see a lot of people are really loving this. I know a lot of you guys are actually already using and already paying for Heyo. But we've got a business plan, okay, which is usually $300 a year that allows you to create one fan page campaign, one mobile campaign, and one landing page campaign. This is perfect for Joe's Clothes, who only runs Joe's Clothes fan page. Now, our agency plan, which usually runs $1,500 a year, is great for agencies. You can manage up to 10 clients, create up to 10 fan page campaigns, 10 mobile app campaigns, and 10 landing page campaigns. Use our premium templates. They're all white labeled. So no one knows that Heyo is behind the campaigns. You know, we at Heyo have the most success when we can just do all the hard work. You drag and drop for 30 seconds, and we make you look like a genius, right? That's what we love. And you also get your own account manager. So what we've done is actually set up a 20% off these annual plans for you guys. And this will be available until the 28th until 12 a.m. Eastern. Okay? And what you'd see is you'll save 60 bucks on that business plan, so you get it for 240 bucks, or save 300 bucks, use it on Black Friday instead, and pay just 1,200 bucks for the agency plan. And you can get that by going to heyo.com/claim. Now, let me unmute Andrew again. Andrew, give me your feedback. 240 bucks for the whole year for all of your campaigns, no code. Be honest with me. What is that price point? What do you think about that?
I certainly don't have an issue with that at all. I mean, I'm not even doing it the right way, and I make more than that back on my current campaigns, so I would have no problem with that price.
So let me ask. I want to really get in the details here because your businesses fascinate me. What do you make? Are you an agency, or are you more of you run just one fan page?
Right now, it's one fan page for one product of many. I
Okay,
have
perfect.
several other innovative products I'm launching in the next few months, but this particular product has gained a lot of traction really quickly.
Great. And I'm going to unmute with you actually. Actually, I'm not going to unmute that one because it sounds like he's getting run over by a tractor trailer. So we'll just keep chatting. Let me unmute Joseph Garza real quick, guys. What we're going to do now is I'll give you a chance to sign up for this if you'd like it. It's at heyo.com/claim. Okay, so remember that. Here are some FAQs that people typically ask about buying Heyo. Okay, so people said, how long is this promo available for? It's active until the 28th at 12 a.m. Okay, tomorrow at midnight. The start plan, so another question is, on the start plan, can we only use it for one promo, or can we do multiple promos throughout the year? You can run unlimited promos throughout the year, but only one at a time. Okay, so even though this says one fan page campaign, that's just at a time. You could relaunch one every single month, Andrew, and get everything you need. All right?
Hmm. Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Great. So another question was, are there any monthly options available? And the answer here is yes, okay, but not at the discounted rate. You can look at all of our monthly options by going to heyo.com/pricing. Okay, and I can see a lot of you guys actually are there right now checking that out. Additionally, Andrew, people ask, hey, do you guys have any custom plans available? And again, we do. You can go to heyo.com/pricing. If you need more features, less features, or have a special circumstance, fill out the form, okay, and we'll be happy to help you. So again, you can get this deal by going to heyo.com/claim, okay? And let me ask real quick, raise your hand via the GoToWebinar chat if you are already a Heyo customer. All right, I think we got a lot of folks on that are likely already Heyo customers. Raise your hand real quick and let me see. All right, let me pick on Ricardo here. Ricardo, you're unmuted. Are you there? Hey, Ricardo, you're unmuted. We can hear you. Are you there? Hey, Ricardo, how are you?
Hey, Nathan.
Heyo, how are you, Ricardo? Good to hear you.
Hey, I'm fine. And you, Nathan?
I am rocking and
Oh,
rolling. I
I
love
was
chatting
leaking
with
over
you.
here. I love chatting with you, Julian.
Good to have you on. Hey, so where are you joining us from today, and why do you pay to use Heyo?
I'm here from São Paulo, Brazil. Quite far away from there. And we are a small agency, and we use Hail to help market our clients, and we just love it. We love the team, we love the features, and the updates and everything.
Now, I think you actually might be paying more than the special you see on our screen right now, but a lot of people in the chat, they're going, okay, well, what about your customer care? Like, they're wondering if they should go to heyo.com/claim to grab this at this price. What would you tell those folks who are maybe still thinking about it?
Just go there and grab it. You don't lose this opportunity.
Oh, awesome. Ricardo, people are going to think I paid you to say that. I'll wire you the money
No,
later today,
no,
okay?
no. You didn't pay me, and I indicate to you for everyone I can because you are just great. I love
Oh,
what you do
well,
over there.
Ricardo, thank you so much, man. It's good to have you as part of our family, all right? Hey-o!
Hey, it's a pleasure, Nathan.
Take care. All right, let's talk to Randy Kuipers, who has 3 kids that I tell you are some of the smart, well, they're not kids anymore, Randy, are they? But they're building a successful company called Zoc Straps, and they sell through Facebook. Randy, how's the business going?
It's going unbelievable.
So tell everyone real quick about the business and how your folks are using Facebook.
Yeah, basically they sell these elastic wristbands, and through Facebook they've been able to meet all kinds of customers, not just on the retail basis, but also on the wholesale level too. They've actually done work now for Sony, for the NHL, a lot of big companies that they've been able to reach all through Facebook, and a lot of it's has been helped by using the applications that you guys have available.
Oh, that's great to hear. Let me ask Randy, do you feel comfortable sharing this? Have they broke $1 million in sales yet?
uh, Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to answer that,
Well, come on.
but
Randy,
they're doing incredibly well.
I saw this answer on a news channel several months ago, so I know the answer. I thought it would be already public, so sorry for making you feel
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Oh, no problem.
But give me a sense of how successful they are with the actual application on Facebook where they're selling and actually capturing the credit card. How is that performing for them?
Incredibly well. They release new straps every Thursday night, and they've had to upgrade their servers 5 times in the last 6 months
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
because they
Well,
keep
Randy,
crashing the servers.
and you've been, Randy, how long have you been with the family, the Hale family? Years, right, too?
Yeah, ever since you guys, at least I'm thinking 3 years.
3 years, yeah. So what would you tell folks who are thinking about going to hale.com/claim, to talk about our customer care, whatever you want, really?
You get your support is absolutely incredible. I look at it as having my own employee, and it works really, really well.
Oh, that's great. Randy, I appreciate the feedback, man. Tell your kids I wish them the best, all righty? Okay, good, good, good. All right, guys. Well, hey, I am I'm looking here through the chat. Are there any other questions I have for you that you guys would like to get answered? Any other questions before we wrap up here? Okay. So someone said, how important is photo quality? It's more important that you have a photo versus no photo. Okay. So don't hesitate to put a bad quality photo up. It's better you have one than not have one at all. Now, I would say you want to try and get the best quality possible. Okay. But don't get stuck in a state where you're not taking action because you're using the excuse that you can't find a good quality photo. Get it going, and as you start getting traction, you can then get up there and get better quality photos. Okay, another question. Are there best times of day to launch a contest? Well, we actually recommend you don't launch contests in a cyclical nature that's so short, so not daily. We recommend you run them, say, weekly, like you just heard Randy say how his kids run them kind of weekly, and then Thursday they release a new band. Focus on kind of weekly and monthly contest, campaign, and promotion launches, all right? Great. Okay. What other questions? Lisa, somebody will reach out to you directly on chat about the nonprofit discount. Chris will reach out directly to you to help you out there. Andrew Williams said, does the light gate count towards the fan page or landing page? Andrew, that's built right into the fan gate. In fact, it's really, really easy to set up a light gate using Heyo. When you're in the builder, I'll do it actually right now. You go into the campaign, you go to edit, you turn on the light gate, and then you put whatever content you want on the light gate. Well, you have to toggle it on by clicking like, okay? And you put that content right here. Whoops, let me make sure it's turned on, okay? You put that content right here, and it will allow you then, when the user clicks like, to publish, okay? Great question. What else? What is the ideal number of campaigns to run? Brett, great question. As many campaigns that are driving sales. That's my answer. As many campaigns that are driving sales, right? Using Heyo, especially if you're paying on the monthly plan, $30 a month, that's like, that's like 6 coffees, right? So you don't have huge opportunity costs to running these campaigns. I'd tell you experiment as quickly as you can to find the ones that drive sales. What I'll tell you is that by using Heyo, you are leveraging crowdsourced intelligence from over hundreds of thousands of other campaigns that folks have launched that we then built into templates that we know convert. Okay, so you're getting our kind of mastermind brain by using the platform. All right, Brett says he's ready to launch. Brett, click the publish button, buddy. Okay, he said, any last minute tips before I try this Heyo campaign? Brett, launch it, and then again, in order to get and download the contacts or the opt-ins you get through the campaign, you just go right back to the dashboard, okay, and you go in, click the campaign, and just click this link, and you can download the CSV of everyone who's entered the campaign. All right, great. Well, guys, let me ask you, I imagine a lot of you guys are going to go to heyo.com and log on and start building a campaign right now. Let me ask real quick, how many of you guys just type yes into the questions if you're going to go in now to heyo.com and actually build a campaign and publish it out? How many of you guys have some time to go in and do that? Because what I might do is actually have someone actually, maybe David, come back and actually leave the webinar live and make sure that Brett and Lisa and Catherine and Ben get through and publish. Chris, is that something like a plan? Okay, great. Well, guys, what I'll do then is I will yeah, and I just yeah. So I'll go again, guys, just so you see this. To download that CSV, because Brett just asked, you want to click the campaign and then go over to Analytics and Template Data on the right and click Generate. And that will download a CSV of everyone who's entered your campaign, okay? Awesome. Well, guys, my name is Nathan Latkup, CEO and founder here at Heyo, where we are focused on making it easy, okay, for smart marketers like you guys to publish, build build campaigns for Facebook. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close out the webinar, but leave this live so that you guys can ask any questions to David George, who will come back and actually walk you through and make sure you guys who are staying can go in and actually publish your campaigns. So I am going to take off, guys, but thank you so much for joining us, and I'll bring in David here in about 60 seconds so you guys can make sure you get your campaigns published. All right, guys, take care.